Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a Premium Bandai Master Grade kit here. This is, of course, the Master Grade Stormbringer FA. We've taken a look at the Premium Bandai Gundam Stormbringer before, and this is basically mostly the same kit, but it's also sporting a new custom color scheme here. The FA standing for Fatal Ash, which I'm guessing is supposed to be, I think, the fictional pilot's name in the fictional universe, but obviously FA is also a reference to Full Armor, which is the new color scheme for this, is based off the Full Armor Gundam. Also in this set you can also make the GM Turbulence, which is another option, so you have the option to make either or, which is very cool if you are a fan of the GM Turbulence, which is a really cool design, which is basically based off of the GM Dominance, which was another Premium Bandai Master Grade kit that came out before, also a very awesome kit. So anyway, it looks like it's going to be very cool. It comes with some cool water slides and everything in there as well too, so I'm very much looking forward to checking this one out with you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so for the box art here on the front, it's just typical P-Bandai style box where it's just monochrome, but like with the different, this would be, what was it? Gundam Build Divers World Championship Gimm and Balls ones. All these ones all have like this interesting different style font on them, and as far as I know, these are all different Naoki designs basically for them. So it's got the cool font on there, and then we can see just the two different mobile suits that you can make with this, the Gundam Stormbringer FA, or the GM Turbulence over there in the background as well too. Both of them very cool designs. Mostly the body being the same, it's just kind of different head on there. So on the ends of the box you can see just kind of the same thing. On the sides of the box here, or the top and the bottom, again just basically just the title of it there, and the same thing on the other side here as well too. You can see the two mobile suits on there as well. So a little bit more on the artwork with this one, with it being a P-Bandai kit than usual, but let's go ahead and check it out. The inside, right off the bat, you can see there's our beautiful water slide decals. We'll take a look at all of the runners and everything here in a moment, see if I can find the manual for us to take a look at here first. Because here on the manual you can see the two mobile suits there in actually full color, the box art in full color, I should say. It does look very cool. And on here, the illustrations for them, how the painted kit looks versus the illustration there. I do like the kind of lighter green used for the illustration rather than the painted version, which is a very dark green. And over here for the GM Turbulence there as well too. We got the painted image versus the illustrated image. Around here on the back side, we've got the decal guide, where to place those decals around on the kit. They're all around the Gundam, and then the painting guide, the color guide, is down here at the bottom as well too. They're in Japanese and in English for you. And with this being a P-Bandai kit, there's not going to be too much else to look at here around inside the manual or anything. It's all in black and white, so you just got your parts list here on the front with a lot of X's there, so I'm guessing we're going to have a good handful of leftover parts with this one. Then it's just straight on into the construction until you get all the way towards the back here. There'll be a little bit about building the weapons, of course, and how to equip those, and then just extending the 360 millimeter rocket cannon custom there off the back, for example, and just posing it up. So there you go. So first up, we do have a few foil stickers, and it's basically just all cameras for the eyes, and then just different cameras around on the kit, and then you have this one white one there. And again, our waterside decals for the kit, which do look very nice. It's not a huge waterside decal sheet, there's just a number of them on here, but you got some nice larger markings and then some smaller markings there, mostly in white and in red, and a couple little gray ones there. And I just still love how you still have the V-Cards one there, the V-Cards logo, without, of course, the understanding of the American slang meaning behind the V-Cards is just funny to me. And we got some polycaps here as well, PC202 in gray, and then also PC7 for some polycap ball joints there in gray as well. We've got the MP runner here for our hand parts that we'll be using for the swappable type fingers, and runner SB1 here in clear pink for our 1/100 scale beam saber effect parts. And our runners are going to be kind of from a mix of a number of different things. So runner A here, for example, is from the Gimm Sniper 2, which is in 3 colors. You got that really nice, interesting bright orange up there at the top, and that dark green, and then a couple parts down here in this bright clear green. And then runner A1 here is from the GM Dominance kit, all in dark green, and then we've got runner A2, which would be a copy of this section of the runner right there. Runner B here, once again, from the Gimm Sniper 2, so it seems like we're going to be kind of bouncing back and forth between the two kits. So here's from the Gimm Sniper 2, and then runner B1 from the GM Dominance. Again, these are just all parts in that dark green color. Then we do also have runner B2, which is a copy of this portion of the runner right over here. Runner C here, once again back to the Gimm Sniper 2 kit, is in a light gray color. But then runner C2 is back to the Gimm Dominance, once again in dark green, and you've got C2, which is a copy of this part here. Runner D1 is also in light gray from the Gimm Dominance for some weapons parts and some other smaller parts on there. Then runner D2 is in a little bit different color gray here for parts from the Gimm Sniper 2. We've got 2 of these. And then our other D2 runner here is in a kind of pale yellow from the Gimm Dominance, is just the camera part there for its weapon. Runner E1 we've got here in a medium gray color is from the Gimm Sniper 2, and then we've got a E2, which is a copy of this portion of the run here for some inner frame parts. Runner F is some more inner frame parts here in gray, once again from the Gimm Sniper 2 kit. The same deal here for runner H as well, but in this case, this runner is from the Master Grade Gundam version 2.0 kit. And the same thing for runners I and J as well. These are inner frame parts from the Gundam version 2.0 Master Grade kit. Here's runner I and runner J there as well. And interesting to note too, these are all in PS plastic, not ABS plastic, in case anyone's interested. Then runner M1 here is from the Gundam Stormbringer kit in a kind of medium gray color like what we saw before. And then runner M2 as well, also from the Gundam Stormbringer, but is back to that dark green color. We've got 2 of these. And then runner N1 and N2 are also from the Gundam Stormbringer kit. These are in dark green color as well. Runner O here is a 4-color runner, also from the Gundam Stormbringer. We got some dark green, some like kind of black basically, a clear part up there for in the eyes, and then some more of that orange like we saw in the first runner. Now runner P1 is our first totally new runner for this kit, so this one is marked Stormbringer FA up there at the top with the date on the back being 2020. These are some more super dark gray, basically kind of black parts here, new parts for the backpack. And then runner P2 is some new parts here as well. You see some skirt parts on there, and then some parts which look to be for the GM Turbulence head parts on there as well too in dark green. And that is everything, guys. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in there. It's a pretty big master grade, but it's a very cool design. So really looking forward to getting this one put together. I really enjoyed the Stormbringer. It's a super cool kit. So I'm looking forward to building this new variant of it. And I love the full armor colors as well too. So I think it's going to look great. Let me go ahead and get it all put together and we'll see how it looks. Alright guys, here it is all built up, and of course it looks amazing. The details and the design on this look really cool. The new color scheme, obviously the full armor color scheme, always looks great on a Gundam, and it's looking very cool here. The kind of gray parts are a little bit darker than kind of your standard color scheme of the full armor Gundam. I feel like it's usually not that dark gray. It's usually more just kind of like an off-white, light gray kind of color. But as awesome as the design of the Stormbringer is in any particular form of it, I always thought there was something I just found a little bit kind of boring about the design, and I think I finally decided what it is. It's the fact that it looks so customized already. It kind of takes the fun out of, you know, when you build up a kit and you're thinking about what can I do to kind of customize this. It's kind of like you're building up a kit that's already totally customized and there's not really much else left for you to really do with it. Obviously, of course, you could customize this even further, changing the details, adding even more details, or doing any whatever sort of painting you're doing on it. But I think maybe that's why it's kind of, maybe this design is a little bit less exciting for me than I think it would normally be, because I mean, it's an awesome design. I just find it, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you have the same kind of thought about that? Or is that something that you felt about this design at all? Anyway, it's an awesome kit. Let's check it out. So just quick go through the accessories that we have for this, because we don't necessarily have a whole lot of them. For the hand options, you're just going to have the swappable fingers. There are the closed fists there. We've also got fingers for making open hands, and then a set of regular holding hands, which we'll use for the beam saber, and a trigger finger hands, which we'll use for the beam rifle. You've got those for the left and the right side. Here is the beam rifle, or actually twin beam cannon, I guess, to be specific. It's very full armor style there. It's actually made up of a couple of parts, and so you'll have to kind of do some taking apart to basically get this into the hand, like put this part on first and then put this part into the hand, and then that kind of fits into there like that. The camera on this will move side to side, but otherwise that's pretty much it. Nothing really moves. It's just kind of meant to just be held into the hand and just like as a shield there on the arms. You will have a seam line down the middle of that, unfortunately, but still pretty cool, simple design. And then we've got a little action base adapter. And then for the Stormbringer FA, that would be it. But then of course we've also got the parts to make it into the GM Turbulence as well too. So here's the head for that. You just swap out the head. The neck piece is also different as well too, so make sure you pay attention to which neck piece you're using. The head of the GM Turbulence does look pretty cool. So you got the clear visor piece there and the clear part there in the middle of the visor at the top, this kind of fold down one. And then that's a sticker and then stickers on the side of there, but all together between the clear parts and the stickers, it does look pretty cool there on the head. On the back of the head, no sticker there, but you do have a sticker here, this white one, which will wrap around the tip of that little fin there on the head. We also got the alternative shoulder parts there for the GM Turbulence. Just doesn't have the big long fin there, doesn't have the orange parts, so it's a little bit different design there. But from the front, it's going to look kind of similar, minus the long fin out the side. And the backpack is going to also be different, so you'll have this different kind of housing part there, sort of for the backpack, kind of the main piece. And that will also include bits here on the side where instead of these long parts out, I believe you should be able to stick these beam saber handles onto this side of the backpack there. That'll be up like inside there, something like that. Anyway, so we've got the two beam saber effect parts, but really kind of what you're going to be more so using these for is just here in the front of the forearm. You use this as a beam effect like that for out the forearm. Now I haven't clipped off the nub of that anyway, but you guys get the idea. So I'm going to be keeping mine as the Stormbringer FA, but if you wanted to make the GM Turbulence, I'll just, for example, swap out the head here real quick just so you guys can get the idea. You could just swap out the head only and leave the rest of the design as it is, which I think does look pretty cool, because I do prefer the Stormbringer FA's backpack with the big cannon up there, and then the shoulder armor also I prefer on this particular version. So I mean, that's not too bad of a look, just to have the GM Turbulence's head on like the option parts being that of the Stormbringer. So not too bad anyway, but there's a look at how that is. It's a really cool looking head, and if you prefer the Gimm type head, I mean, I think it's not a bad option at all. But as for the articulation of the Gundam here, the head will go up to about there, which is not too bad. Be careful of that V-fin, a really cool V-fin design too on this one, by the way. And then down to there, as you can see, the whole neck section will kind of lift up. So that'll be for like from the Gimm Sniper 2 sort of function where it's meant to be able to look down the rifle scope. So it's just still got that same kind of bit of articulation there. But anyway, really far for the head to move down or off to the side out there like that. Anyway, in the stop going section, we've got a nice ab crunch there, which will go forward and back. It seems a little bit loose, so you can see bend it forward like that, and it's gonna kind of be sinking back. So that's a little bit loose. You can also bend it a little bit side to side there, so some really nice movement there as well too. So some rotation here as well, of course. Around here on the backpack, the cannon won't rotate as it is, it's locked into place, but you can slide this up and then you can bring it forward or back more like that to have it shooting forward. Otherwise, you just slide that down. There's a little kind of track in there for this. Pop that down into place, and there you go, and it's stuck in there. And then these fuel tanks are just on little ball joints, little polycap ball joints. So those, I feel like if you move them around too much, are probably going to pop out, but you can change those around, change the angle of those, and otherwise that's it there on the backpack. Nothing else moves there. The sensor unit or the Canon camera up there looks really cool. You just have a sticker for that. Of course, then stickers on the head cameras, the eyes, this camera here on the front of the chest, here and here, also stickers there, of course, by the way. The shoulder joint will swing out to the front there like that. The shoulder armor will be able to move up and down. You can kind of move the shoulder armor kind of all over the place here because of the joint there for that. You can bring the arm up pretty far before the shoulder armor is going to be kind of crashing into the head there a little bit awkwardly, and then just the arm is going to rotate there above the bicep as usual. You got a double joint here for the elbow. That will give you some nice separation of this little piece of elbow armor there, and you've also got some like piston details on the top and bottom that get exposed when you extend that elbow joint, so that's all very cool. Yeah, the fuel tank's kind of popping out very easily, as you can see now. Anyway, the front skirt armor can also be moved up and down. The side skirt armor can move out like that. The back skirt is fixed in place though, so nothing's going to move there on that. A little bit smaller back skirt armor on this one there, by the way. And the hip joint is not on a track or anything, it's just stuck in place there, but you can bring the leg out to the side all the way to there like that, and then up to the front pretty far. You got a double joint here for the knee, of course, so you can get a good full bend out of that. Again, looks very nice with the kind of extension details of the frame. This little vent here on the side of the leg will move in and out a little bit like that, up and down. The ankle armor itself will also move a little bit. The foot, you can point it down and up. You got basically three sections of the foot, the toe, the middle section, and the back. So it actually makes it a little bit kind of tricky to get this to stand up, because when you're trying to get it to stand, the back and the front part, you kind of have to angle them just right to get them lined up precisely, and it's kind of a little bit hard to do, I find, at times. But up underneath the feet, there's how the detail is going to look up under there. It looks very cool. The back side, you got some nice detail. These little thrusters inside the back legs can also be moved up and down a little bit, but they're kind of hard to get to, and so they're basically just kind of be, for all intents and purposes, just stuck in place there like that. For a quick comparison, here it is compared with a Master Grade RX-78-2 Gundam, and as you can see, it's actually kind of small in its proportions. I think especially because the chest is so small, the torso is so tiny. If you see like the legs, the hips come up to right about the same height, and the torso is so tiny on the Stormbringer that it looks quite a bit shorter there for comparison. But But it is interesting to see just how large the hands are on the Stormbringer there as well too. The hands are quite large. So anyway guys, there you have it. I mean, relatively a simple kit in terms of what you get included with it. Of course you have the parts to turn it into the GM Turbulence, but aside from that actual like accessories or weapons parts, it doesn't really have all that much to it. But we'll check out some different, just a couple of cool action poses with this, as it certainly looks great. It's a fantastic looking kit, no doubt about that. It's going to be a little bit expensive, of course, or harder to get, just because of it being a P-Bandai kit, unfortunately, this and the original Stormbringer version. If you're wondering about, like, you wanted to get a particular version, you weren't sure which version would be better to get, honestly, I mean, they're basically the same. This one has some new parts to it, so if you like the new color scheme, you like the new parts added for this one, then check this one out. If you like the original version, check that one out. I'm happy to have both, because they're both really cool kits. I think if I had to choose between the two of them, I might prefer this one, because I do really like that full armor Gundam style cannon up over the shoulder on the backpack. That's a really cool new part added onto this that I do like. It's a really cool design. I haven't really talked too much about it because there's not really too much to it. Basically, it's just a couple of pieces put together there. It does have a little bit of a seam line on that weapon as well too. But I mean, aside from it just being able to move a little bit, it doesn't really do anything else other than that. So it's just a cool cannon up on the backpack. But so anyway guys, let me know your thoughts about this kit down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you to USA Gundam Store for making it all possible. Check the link and the coupon code for USA Gundam Store down in the video description. You guys can use that as much as you like. And just thank you all so much for your support, liking the video, commenting, subscribing, all that. It's greatly appreciated. Until next time guys, I hope you're all having a great day. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.